Thank you guys for coming. Excited to be in this situation. We challenged our guys all week to go up against the number 3 team in the country, played as hard as they possibly could. Our goal all week long was to play one more play harder than our opponents. We knew that weather was going to be a factor. We knew that they like to run the football, and they did that pretty effectively. But turnovers were going to be a big part of the game, and that's exactly what we saw. But very proud of our team. Certainly, my hat goes off to Brockport. Great record all year long. We just played better on this day.
Coach, with the two teams, obviously margin of victory a lot greater on the Brockport side. Did you feel your team was better prepared to play in a football game like this, a close, hard-nosed football game?
As far as that's concerned, we didn't really, look at that. We know that we played some close games all year long. I don't think it's going to speak to who was more prepared or not. We saw them play some close games. They played some close games, against Cortland. They played a close game against Utica, and eventually broke that open and wind up winning by double digits in a couple of those games. So they're built to win from in front. They're built to win from behind. They're built to win in close games. So that wasn't something that we were necessarily looking at. We were saying that, hey, we knew this would be a fourth quarter battle. If we're going to win this football game, it's going to be a fourth quarter battle. It's going to be turnovers. We need to get points off turnovers, play with a shorter field, put them behind the sticks, and get some good pressure on the quarterback.
John, 2 picks today. Was it something you saw on tape that kind of let you get into a good position? Was it, do you think maybe a mistake on Germanario's part kind of led you to?
What we saw on tape, they liked when he scrambled, he liked hitting the unders. So it was really important to lock on the receivers this week. We got really good pressure up front, which flushed them out of the pocket each time. So all credit to the defensive line. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
George, how much did the weather affect what really both teams could do offensively?
Yeah, it was tough with the rain, and it was cold outside too, but you can't let that affect you. You just got to keep playing every play.
Did you make some adjustments in the second half? That first drive of the second half, you went down the field into the wind. What did you do differently?
Just started executing. We started playing our game. Our guys really stepped up in the second half, and we had that first drive was really good for us.
Coach, really the best running game that Brockport's seen all year, most yards gained against them so far this season. Did you see something in pregame that kind of allowed you to game plan to kind of rip off some yards against them, or was it just kind of hard-nosed running?
We made a little bit different change in our scheme as far as what we were running, but you got Dean right there on the inside, and he's a monster, and then you got the other guys, and they're loading up the box, and they got 8 guys in the box, and they're daring you to throw the football. We knew that in order to keep our defense off the field a little bit and to get them a little bit of a rest, we couldn't keep throwing the football and maybe get an incomplete or go 3 and out just throwing the football and burning 15 seconds off the clock. So we needed to be committed to the running game. The offensive line blocked great. Running backs ran the ball excellent. We did break some tackles, which is going to happen sometimes in the rain. You get a little bit slippery and stuff like that. But it was something that we knew we needed to do when we were winning football games. When we were playing at our best, we're a little bit more balanced run and pass. We had to commit to both for this game.
Rob, with so many skill guys on the team, you get a couple shots in the second half there. Are you more focused with the few touches you guys do get, with all you guys having so many opportunities?
I mean, we know we have a pretty experienced and deep skill group. Every time we get the ball, we need to take advantage of it. But honestly, I don't think we're worried about who's getting the ball. Whoever we trust, whoever is going to get the ball is going to make a good play. So whenever you get to have the chance to get the ball, just execute as good as you can.
Rob, the last run you had that got the first down, was that maybe the first time you allowed yourself to think, hey, we've got this game won?
I knew if we got a first down, we had a pretty good chance of running out the clock. O-line opened up a pretty big hole, so once I got past the sticks, I slid down.
John, that blitz on the fourth down, or I guess, was it fourth down? Yeah. What did you see on that? Was that some design that you guys are coming from both sides, or?
Yeah, so that play we do a double blitz by the Sam and the Will backer, and I mean, their O-line was really great all day. I just happened to get by them and tried to make the best play I could.
George, after that fourth down stop that Brockport had, they get a flag, pass interference penalty. What was the message to this offensive unit? I mean, you had an opportunity then to go up, a score, and it was a huge score. So you get a second life on that goal line. What was the message that you said?
That was definitely a huge play. We just had to score. We had 4 more plays to pound into the end zone, and our guys up front did a great job of getting the ball in.
John, as a defensive player, do you kind of like weather like this? I mean, does it provide like a 12th guy out there?
Yeah, I mean, it's always great to play in wet kind of weather, because the balls aren't going to be as great thrown. But I mean, we just have a tough defense, and it doesn't really matter what kind of weather it is. We just play our best no matter what.
Coach, going into this game, this Brockport team, very explosive going down the field. You guys did a fantastic job of limiting them. Was this one of your focus points coming into this game?
Well, one of the things that we've done throughout the course of the year and what's been successful for us has been trying to turn the team into one-dimensional, just make them one-dimensional. And you have a great running attack with Brockport, but we've been pretty good against the run ourselves throughout the course of the year. Not negative 3 yards rushing, not that type of success, but we've been pretty good, pretty stingy against the run. So we wanted to make them one-dimensional, really try to earn everything that they were going to get. There were some holes, they made some plays. I think their running back went over for 100 yards, but it was trying to make them go a long field, and if they were going to score a touchdown, make them execute a 12, 14, 15 play drive that they're going to have to execute each and every play. So like I said before, our number one goal, number one objective was to play one more play harder than they were playing. And keep doing that and keep telling yourself, hey, we're still in the game, you're still in the game, just make one more play. We thought that we had a really good team that has excellent character, and they play hard for each other. They've got each other's back. Offense, defense, and special teams, and you can see that there's a love with these guys that they enjoy playing with each other.
Ralph, are you keeping a spy on Germanario on plays just to limit his ability to have a broken play?
There were a couple of times where we had someone assigned to that, but the other focus was when we didn't have that, we wanted the defensive line to retrace their steps. Don't keep running around, retrace your steps and chase the football, chase the quarterback. And we knew that he was dangerous. He was dangerous in that last drive where we had we got the personal foul with the face mask, with the horse collar, I should say. But he's a guy that he can flip the field very quickly. So it was more of the emphasis all week long of retracing your steps, getting back to the line of scrimmage, and getting 11 hats to the football.
What does this mean to the program? First time in the quarterfinals, I think since 01?
Since 03.
03?
Yep, since 03. I don't know. You tell me. I think we're doing things right. I think we've done things right. Since we got here 6 years ago, and this senior class is now the winningest senior class ever in the history of RPI football. You get to 10 wins, which is another milestone for the program. You knock off a number 3 ranked team in the country. It says a lot, but those things are all numbers. Regardless of how this whole thing was going to go today, still proud of our team, still proud of what we stand for and what we're all about, and how hard we play each and every down. And the one thing we said at the beginning of the week was that if you can walk off the field, if you can say, hey, that's us, this is what we do, we did everything we could possibly do, then regardless of what the score was, we were going to be successful. And it just so happened we wanted to score one more point than they did.
Coach, after beating the number 3 team in the country, do you feel like you guys can play with anyone now that's left in this bracket?
Well, I don't know about now. I think we did that all season long. You got 60 before today. You had 16 teams, right? Before right now, you had 16 teams. We're one of the best 16 teams in the country. Now one of the best 8 teams in the country. And you saw today, weather, drops, interceptions, fumbles, mistakes. You got 18 to 22-year-olds that are out there that are playing, and you never know what you're going to get out of that. But I like our team. I like the character of our team. I like how hard we play from one snap to the other, and I like how we pull for each other.